Estate planning. For most of us, these words mean that we put together a last will and testament, and we feel that the task is done. Like that's probably good enough. And yet, most of us have this nagging feeling, maybe that will hasn't been updated in a while, and maybe there are some things we should be doing with trusts that we're not doing. So, most of us have a little bit of anxiety about our estate documents. What we've discovered is that just having a will is really just a handoff of your assets at death that doesn't create a plan for how your family is going to be taken care of after you die. So, that anxiety that many of us feel is really the concern we have that our assets are not going to accomplish the best possible result for our families and other beneficiaries. In addition, if our death is unexpected, we don't want to leave our families unprepared, and most of us know that our current documents really don't address that problem. Just think about how often you read in the news that someone died unexpectedly, and now everything they worked for all their lives is causing hurt feelings and stress, even as far as litigation in some cases in their families. To solve these problems, we've created the Insmark Estate Planning Center, which is an online platform that will help you create certain types of estate planning documents, such as wills and trusts, inexpensively and efficiently. In addition, our platform will give you complete control over how your assets are managed and distributed, including some new strategies that can be incredibly helpful to you, your family, and your other beneficiaries. For the vast majority of us, this will be a big improvement to the estate planning documents you have in place now and give you a tremendous feeling of peace of mind. For example, by using our online platform, you can create provisions in your revocable living trust that will allow your 401ks and IRA accounts to continue after your death, thereby avoiding high punitive taxation that can happen when the full amount of these retirement plans are transferred out all at once to your heirs. In the same way, you can add trust provisions so that other assets are also paid to beneficiaries over time. And there are a number of reasons to do this. For instance, how many of us have loved ones with problems of addiction or managing money? Trust can be a godsend for those situations where literally, in some cases, giving a large lump sum to a family member could put their lives in danger. Or, if you have an adult child who is disabled, we can structure your trust to ensure that your child will continue to receive their Social Security disability payments. Because if you just have a will that leaves them a large lump sum outright, it could disqualify that adult child from further government assistance. Also, money left in the trust is not subject to divorce decrees or legal judgments. So the strategy of spreading payments out over time gives you the ability to provide your child with financial security many years into the future, even if they experience a financially devastating divorce or lawsuit. Apart from increasing the number of years that payments are made to heirs, there are other ways to protect assets using these documents that are very helpful. For example, 70% of us will need long-term care services at some point during our lifetimes. These costs are brutal, $100,000 a year in many cases. And most states require that you deplete nearly all of your assets before Medicaid will pay this cost. Moreover, the state will come after all of your assets at your death, including your home equity, under something called Medicaid Estate Recovery. The good news is that as long as you plan early enough, we can help you set up a subtrust that protects your assets from the state and will allow you to transfer those assets to your children without being subject to the Medicaid Estate Recovery asset confiscation. Also, don't think of our platform as just an online living trust. Instead, it's an online estate documents platform that serves as your control center for creating your living trust or other types of subtrusts that can be useful depending on how you want to manage your assets and estate now, tomorrow, and every day in the future as your assets, family, goals, and circumstances change. For example, you can specify that you want some of your assets to go to charity. You can even create provisions that ensure that your pets are cared for if something happens to you. The point is that by using our online platform, you can control how all of your assets will be managed and distributed with protections against exorbitant taxes, high legal and probate fees, state confiscation, family confusion, and the prying eyes of public disclosure. Two last things that you need to know. First, assets passed by a will alone are public and often cause embarrassment and hurt feelings among heirs. So, if this is an issue for you, you can easily create a living trust that ensures that all of your assets are private during the estate transfer process. A benefit that is extremely important to some people once they think through the family dynamics of what will actually happen after they pass. Second, the vast majority of people with wills and trusts do not keep them updated. And there's good reason for this, because updating these documents has been expensive, complicated, and time-consuming in the past. Now, with our online platform, you have the ability to update your information 24/7 online and to have it be totally legal and binding, including the ability to easily share information from your account with people you trust, such as your financial advisor, CPA, or attorney. All of this is done in our very secure environment using state-of-the-art encryption and storage technology. For most people, the cost for this online platform and estate documents program is $1,495 and $9 per month for the Access subscription, making it a relatively inexpensive solution for controlling your assets and long-term family plan. We hope you decide to investigate this further, as it will bring you peace of mind and ensure that your assets generate the greatest positive result for your family and community. For more information, contact the financial advisor who sent you a link to this website. We will then schedule a conference call with your advisor and one of our representatives to give you a tour of our online estate documents platform. During this call, we will create your customized documents based on your answers to a few questions. You will then have 24 hours to review these documents without any obligation under our free look program. And this will allow you to take your time and really understand how this documents platform can be of service to you. On behalf of the Ensmark Estate Planning Center, we wish you and your family the very best in the future.